know.
Yay!
This feels so good. I don't know.
It feels good.
Long time coming.
Yeah. It's been a long
My lord.
time coming.
We've gone through so much.
We've been so many lives since we've seen y'all again. Like, or last.
Because when we filmed, neither one of us was talking what's the name.
What's
the name?
Both either.
Both what's the name? Exactly. Any names.
Any names.
Any wants us.
Any wants us. Yeah, we weren't talking to anybody.
Yeah.
That's crazy. February of 2024, I think, right?
Yeah.
Was the last time we filmed something? We posted something?
Were we both working at the place? Okay, yeah.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
I had 2 jobs since then.
Yeah.
2 new jobs.
Yeah, you had 2 jobs. I started subbing.
Yeah, it's been a juicy.
It's been a whole thing. But
it's been
hey.
We're back. We're back. So we're hoping 2025 was their year of consistency.
Because we do say this every time. Like, we're going to, no, guys, we're sorry. Like, we're dead ass.
Exactly. But it's okay. Mm-hmm. This feels good, though. It feels like the right
feels real
time.
Natural.
We also had a lot of personal shit going on in both of our lives, I feel like. So
we did.
We just can't fake the funk.
Exactly.
We can't fake the funk.
And we're also, like you said, we can't fake the funk. We're just not the type of people that can, like, oh, let's just put it aside and, like, just like film. Exactly. No, because you're going to read it in our comedy, our faces, and everything. We're not funny.
Especially when it's certain shit, like, yeah.
Yeah, it's
not
real
shit
bad.
Not funny, shit not kiki. So. But yeah, so it's been nice. And, yeah, like.
What would you say, like, in one word, if you could, like, summarize your entire year since we filmed?
Like 2024?
Yeah. How would you, like, what was the word you would use?
2024, I feel like for me was very like unexpected.
Okay.
I feel like I don't know if it's the right word I want to use, but like I feel like it just wasn't the year I expected for me.
Right.
Like I honestly thought 2024 was gonna be a lot better than it was. Mm-hmm. I think it's because 2023 was
such a good year. We literally were like, this is the best year ever.
This is the best year ever. Like, yes.
Just wait,
like, baby. No. Yeah, and especially, like, towards the end of the year, especially.
Yeah.
With everything going on, the election, like, everything. Everything in our lives going on top of the election, on top of, like, just, that year was just not, it was very unexpected.
Yeah.
Like, everything about it was unexpected. We made it through.
We made it through.
I got a new job in 2024, new opportunities.
Give her flowers, thank you.
Wow. I started a new side hustle, started trying to make more money. So it's like, 2024, it did have its good, but it definitely had its bad.
For sure.
I gave a short man a chance. It was just too much going on. Too much.
Well.
So, and
yeah.
Well, what would you say for you?
2024 was I would say insightful, maybe.
Yeah.
I learned a lot. I learned a lot.
I feel like definitely we both learned a lot about ourselves.
And other people. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We learned a lot, and it's just like, I think that, unfortunately, it was necessary.
Yeah.
Because I just learned a lot of things about myself, and now it's just like, I know what I want for me.
Yeah.
And I know what is not good for me, and I know what I shouldn't be staying in. Just because, like, it feels good, or just because I think something...
Look, I feel like our biggest problem in 2024, and, like, in previous years also, but, like, our biggest problem was that, like, we painted a picture of what... Even, like, outside of relationship shit, like, other shit, and just in general.
Right.
Like, we have a problem with, like, painting a picture of how exactly we think something's gonna go. And, like, okay, I'm, like, painting it. Like, I think it's going to go this way. Yeah. Like, everything needs to fall in place. Like, this is how I envision this going.
Right. I've always struggled with seeing things black and white. Kind of like, if it's not going this way, then I don't give a fuck. Like, everything, I'm pissed off. It's not how I want it to be. And I'm mad. Like, I don't know. Like,
I don't give a fuck. Trigger. It's been a good year so far. No, 2025 is going to be a good year. It's been a good year so far, I think.
Yeah.
I've gotten promotions so far in 2025.
You can claim what you want to claim.
I'm going to claim what I want to claim. I'm reclaiming my time. I'm reclaiming my time. Literally.
Short end of the stick.
Please. Reclaiming all of that time. With the nice, young gentleman, man. In tune with his emotions.
Communicative. We never know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? But I love that at the moment things are fine.
And I'm very much in the moment as kids. Like I'm very much like, cause I have a matching tattoo. If y'all don't know, I have a matching tattoo with two bitches that I'm not friends with no more. Don't know.
It's been more than 3 years now. Like
literally, genuinely. So it's kind of like, I'm very much, and even when I got a tattoo in the moment, I was saying like, oh, like, even if we don't end up being friends, like,
it's what it stands for.
It's what it stands for. It's like our memories. We had like good, like, we all was friends and bitch for a long ass time. We had good fucking times together. It's like, remember those times versus the bad. So I'm all about like living in the moment. I'm having a good time right now. I'm having a great time right now.
And it'll get even better. So I don't know.
But yeah.
I love that. So, unexpected and insightful. What about y'all?
Unexpected and insightful.
How would y'all describe your year since February? I don't know. Since a year.
Since February 2024?
Yeah.
What happened? Put in the comments what happened. Was tea? What's going on? Who had babies? Who got married? Or one of our friends got married. We were
T, oh my gosh.
That's
crazy. She was a bridesmaid and shit?
I was a bridesmaid at a wedding last year. Is that insane? Like, we're dead ass in our 20s.
Dead ass. It was a whole trip. It was a whole thing. It was so cute.
And on that note,
she a baddie, she know she a 10. She a baddie, she know she a 10. She a baddie, she know she a 10. She a baddie with her baddie friend. She a baddie, she know she a 10. She a baddie, she know she a 10. She a baddie, she know she a 10. She a baddie with her baddie friend. Like what? Let's keep it a bug. Bitch, too boring.
Yeah.
I do want to make a transition.
Period. Get into it.
Not a big transition. Okay, let's just talk about it.
Yeah.
There was this video. There's a video I see on TikTok. Okay, this is like a Twitter topic. Okay. This is a topic that's always like around.
It's circulating.
And I already know your stance on it. Okay. I will not be paying for nan shit Mama did not consume. It's not about being broke or money or whatever the fuck. Right. It's simply about the fact let's just say I got pasta. Right. Okay, right? Pasta's not cheap. It's not the most expensive, but it's not regular, cheap. It's a regular little meal. I got pasta. You get a fucking 50-pound fucking sirloin fucking T-bone steak. Literally. With 10 appetizers and caviar and shit.
I didn't eat that.
Half of your meal is more than my meal by itself.
And y'all talking about, just say you're broke, bitch. You're
broke.
If you can't.
And then talking about someone splitting evenly. I'm not splitting shit evenly. Waitress, waiter.
Matter of fact, put it on her bill.
I got a soup, a salad, and a pasta. Can you calculate all that shit for me?
You know what to do.
You know what to do. Yeah. Cause maybe I'm putting $25, $35 on the table when I'm dipping.
Fuck. Bitch, nobody asked you to get caviar.
Did nobody ask you? And then you want niggas, I'm saying you want niggas to chip in on your squid? Like, what are we talking about right now?
No.
What are we saying?
Absolutely not. Yeah, absolutely.
Our brains are fried. I'm never gonna look at the next bitch and be like, that bitch is broke because she wanted to pay for what she got.
But splitting, okay.
What?
Birthday aside, I just feel like splitting dinner does not make sense because are we not paying for what we fucking got?
What we ate? Sometimes me and you do that. Sometimes. We were just, okay, like, we didn't get, it's not too far off, so we'll just put it in half, like, whatever. But, like,
it's just like, I feel like people are missing, like, common sense because they make it seem like this whole big, drawn out, like, discussion. It's like, nigga, we don't even talk about this shit. It literally just be like, oh, this is just that.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it shouldn't have to be a discussion. Have to be.
I know what I did. I know what I spent my money on. I know what I had to pay back.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I know what I saw the prices on the fucking menu when I opened the fucking menu.
Exactly.
I knew my budget before I walked out the house.
It's not like we ordered like appetizers for the whole table.
That's what I'm saying. I got my own.
If I'm craving caviar and filet mignon and foie gras,
bitch, I'm gonna pay for it.
I'll pay for it.
I'll pay. I'm not gonna expect.
I don't want that shit
to spend half my caviar.
Exactly. So no.
So yeah, I had to say that because I had seen a video and it was like, oh, like if you wanna go with cheap bitches, like bitch, it's not about. And I'm cheap. Yeah, I'm a cheap bitch. Number one.
Down.
The number one.
I don't think there's anything wrong with being cheap. I'm sorry.
Cause one thing I mean, my next of kin, if there's any, it's gonna be good.
Down.
One thing on me. So.
Yeah.
Another random thought that, not even random thought, it was, what's her name? Kennedy, shout out Kennedy. She had posted on her close friends about a nigga, and I had swiped up. It was so funny because I had the same experience.
Mm-hmm.
But niggas are stupid. So we have a friend named Kennedy, and she has a business. She has a business on Instagram. It's like 444 lovers only. I think the O might be a 0. Like she does like hotel rooms or like just rooms in general. What she does the balloons and does like the like the hearts and shit, whatever.
Yeah.
So a man booked that for his girl, and basically she was saying how like she requires them to send like the first half on like at the time of booking, and then the second half maybe like I think like the day before at a certain time. And she was like, he hadn't sent it. She was like, she requires it. I think she said 12 p.m. The day before the booking. She requires the second half of the payment. 12 p.m. comes and goes, and she's like, this nigga's, he's not sending the funds or whatever. So she sent the cancellation email. She was like, hey, like whatever, like I require. No, at first she said she was like, oh, like I require the second half of the payment at 12, but I'm gonna give you till 5 o'clock, like whatever, like trying to do whatever. Still nothing. So she sent a cancellation email. That nigga gonna text her talking about some, oh, can I still da da da, or are you still da da da? He was like, and she was like, well, like first of all, what you mean? She was like, well, I already sent you the cancellation email, like. He was like, oh, yeah, da, da, da. Like, I thought you said I had it to 12.
Here's the thing. Men want things, like, explained to them, but not just, like, a casual explanation, because you'll explain it to them.
Yeah.
And they'll be, so, you'll be like, okay, you have to fill up your tank in order for your car to work.
Yeah.
So you're telling me I have to fill it up halfway or just full? Or,
like, how can I go? How does the car move?
I don't dare to hear what I fucking said. Fucking down.
I swiped up and I was like, me and DJ have gone through this exact same scenario. Because DJ, he doesn't live in Georgia anymore. He lives like whatever. So since he moved out of Georgia, he's lived in like 2 different states. He came back one time, and me and him were hanging out, whatever, da, da, da. I don't know how it came about, like, what time he was leaving, like, the flight, whatever, but he was like, yes, at 12, but I'm like 12 p.m.? He was, yeah, I'm like, nigga, it's 2 o'clock, like, it is 2 p.m.
So
actively.
You actually mean a.m. p.m. I'm thinking, like, metaphorically.
No!
Hyperbolic.
I quite literally meant his flight was at noon.
And he thought
12 p.m. He thought it meant when it's dark outside. When it's dark.
Because PM means nighttime.
Oh. Y'all are genuinely so stupid. I said you missed your entire flight. You missed your flight.
By hours. Like, not even...
By hours. You missed your flight by hours because you do not know the difference between 12 p.m. and 12 a.m.
That's a little disturbing. And that's what I mean. Like, when I see niggas be quoting shit, I'm like... And it gets like 300,000 likes, literally. And I'm just like, y'all.
These are the men that are voting on our reproductive
They're voting.
rights.
They're reproducing. They're raising children.
They're running companies.
Not too much on DJ. I'm not trying to talk shit on DJ. I'm just saying.
No, we are talking shit on DJ.
DJ, bitch, you shouldn't have kids.
Don't have kids. You're fucking stupid as fuck. What do you mean you don't know the difference? Like,
yeah, I feel like that is very, very known.
What do you mean you missed a flight?
Because when I hear 12 p.m., I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? It's 12 p.m.
It's 12 p.m.
It's the epitome of afternoon.
It's the afternoon.
Because by that sense, that means that 1 p.m. is nighttime then.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
so
I'm like,
what about
1, 2, 3,
make
4?
It confusing,
What about it? It's confusing.
It's all P.
It's all P. After 11, it's all P.
After Lem?
It's all P.
It's all P.
There's very rare A that you're awake for.
It's rare.
You're rarely up for any A. So why would you think that your flight
is that?
Well, he didn't know.
He didn't know anything.
No, he didn't know anything.
He didn't know either or.
He didn't know anything.
So yeah.
He didn't know. Man, they're fucking stupid.
But here's my other thing. Like, since we're talking about flights and shit, people be too comfortable playing with their flights. They be going to the airport an hour before the shit take off.
Can we talk about this new trend? I don't know if it's a trend or TikTok shit. Like, I don't know what's going on, but the girl is talking about some, oh yeah, like, I go to the airport 45 minutes before my flight and you don't really have to do all that extra stuff.
I hate a bitch. Because they just be like...
Bitch, how long you been there for 3 hours?
You've been there. You've been there. You fucking been there.
Because that bitch is really playing with their time.
And the whole
like
time,
that.
you caught that bitch by an ounce.
By an ounce. They was damn near to close the door and you had to, like, kind of negotiate type shit to get on. So let's not do too much.
I've never had any issue.
You can go 45 minutes before your flight.
Well, actually, no, you can't.
Bitch, maybe in
fucking... Try to park in the airport 45 minutes before that flight.
Try to go to Atlanta.
Try to go to Atlanta.
Atlanta airport. Maybe in fucking Oklahoma airport you can do that shit.
If your flight is at 4 p.m., you need to wake up no later than 10. I don't know.
10? July 10?
Before that, like, you need to leave. I'm really talking about leaving.
Okay,
you need to leave the house.
Yeah, leaving. I was going to say up. It's crazy.
No, up, because up is like, that's still, you gotta wake up, take a shower, and wash your face.
Packing. So up.
I packed very much last minute.
Yeah.
The last you need to be up at 2 a.m. What are you talking about?
Because, that's the most stressful part about packing to me is, like, the night before, because, like, the toothbrush, the face wash, the shit that you use up until you have to
That's the most important shit.
That's the most important shit. That's what be. These bitches have to live in, like, rural areas.
Yeah.
You have to live in, like, Oklahoma,
you gotta
Ohio,
live in fucking Mobile, Alabama.
Wyoming. Like, you have to live in, like, these, like... Beaumont. Like, these Timbuktu-ass places. Exactly. Because there's no... You have to have, like, 1, 2, 3 gates at your airport. Exactly. Because there's no way you're going to a ATL, a JFK, LAX... And you're going there 45 minutes before your flight.
And that's why I know they've never been to Atlanta. Because, like, there's no way you've been to that airport.
Yeah, you've never been to Atlanta. Because...
boarding starts an hour before the flight takes off. So what do you mean?
Exactly. Oh no, you wasn't there. I missed my flight to Miami.
I remember all that. You were sick.
I was sick because I was already going through a lot.
Yeah, it was a bad time. And then, isn't that when you lost your luggage too? They had like, ooh, girl.
I lost
Dee Lore is something else. Dee Lore. When she's ready. I wouldn't survive it. Looking mean, y'all.
Friday news,
Alright, you know what? That's it. I'm glad that you were able to send your shit back. That's the good thing.
Yes, oh my god. Because that's why I have 2 speakers to this day. I have 2 speakers because I ended up having to buy a new one because my shit was missing for weeks.
Yeah.
It wasn't
a whole
even
bunch of people lost their... That was Delta, wasn't it?
Yes, it was fucking Delta.
I remember that. That was real bad.
No, I only ever flew you because I flew United one time, but that was my Colorado trip. Other than that, ever only flown Delta. But yes, it wasn't even like no cute couple days. It was weeks. My shit was missing my laptop, my speaker, my medication, everything. The laptop. I could if I was in school at that time, I probably would genuinely off myself. Genuinely.
In this era, there's no, like, going by without a computer.
Without a computer.
And that's really privileged to say, but it's just, like...
It's just, that's what I'm saying. It's very first word.
You know what I mean? You cannot have a computer. You cannot not have a computer in college now.
In school.
Unless you go to the library every day.
I go to school strictly online.
Yeah.
There's no going to class or talking to the teacher. Yeah. I go 100% online schooling.
Especially post-COVID, I feel like it's even harder to like not have a computer in class because a lot of the shit is online now.
My little brother is 11.
Yeah.
And he has a Chromebook that is assigned to him, and they have like dedicated. Like today what's today? For yesterday was the digital learning day, so he was just at home chilling.
Wow.
And they have days where they
just crazy, but
like watching your little siblings age is probably, which is like what you're gonna experience with Noah, because that's your nephew. Really never had
that experience. Like honestly, seeing Noah grow up is a whole unique experience in itself because I was always the child, always the baby.
You never had anyone underneath you. Other, I guess like your cousin and shit in Texas, but your cousin and shit. Like
literally,
you never even,
and by then I was already fucking 18 when they were born.
Exactly,
so
it's different. Like. Living or constantly being around a younger family member.
Like I've seen all the changes that Noah has made, and it's just like
you're gonna see everything.
It's too much.
I know. Like literally, my family sent me. My mom sent pictures of my little brother in the group chat, and I was just like,
"Who is this teenager?
Who is this?" Like I can't even imagine how Jamila feels about watching it because
down.
I watch even me seeing it. I'm like, who is that? Who is that man?
You in my stomach.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine feeling you kick my stomach, and then now it's like you talking back.
It kind of freaked me out because like don't actually talk to me.
Don't say a word to me.
Because I remember when you were a cell.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's like postpartum depression.
Yeah, same.
Postpartum depression is such a real thing that women go through because like that's an insane connection to feel. And then having it like ripped away from you.
You know, men are saying that that's not a real thing.
Can we get rid of them already? Like
I don't know if you'd be seeing what I'd be quote tweeting on my little private Twitter. I'd be so mad. I'd be so mad.
Annoying.
But you are somebody who has never experienced what it's like to carry anything.
Can never, will never, have never. You can do nothing. You never have done nothing of significant other than
inseminate. Literally. That's the most you will ever do in your life.
You can't ever.
But you think something that has been studied, researched, proven, theorized,
by
all this shit.
Multiple chemical, multiple doctors, just all the words, all the things.
Pregnancy is one of the most hormonal differences a human can experience.
It's the scariest shit humans can fucking experience. Okay. I was just talking about this with one of my coworkers too. I have so many thoughts about being pregnant and having a kid, and number one, just the thought of like number one, like bringing a life into this world, is horrifying about like everything's already going on. Is like number one. Number two, I like kind of think it's a little selfish with all the kids that are in foster care, whatever. Whatever. I need homes. Not like that. It's selfish, but that's why I feel like it's whatever. Not really, that's a whole different conversation. But like, aside from all that, the physical
that alone, bitch,
it hurts.
Men don't even want to get vasectomies.
It hurts.
Men do not want to get vasectomies, which is a completely painless experiment.
Men can't even do Pilates.
They can't do Pilates. But they expect women to push out a fucking 10-pound head out their pussy.
Out their puss. Out of their puss.
And don't let it be a fucking Dr. Sebi ass nigga talking about she needs to be off that medication. She don't need to be doing nothing. You don't have a say.
You need to be beheaded.
You don't have a say. You need to be castrated first. We need to behead you both heads. And that's why I seen something on Twitter. It was like straight men need to be imprisoned and then proven.
Prove you need to prove your way out.
I feel like that's fine.
Because
I don't know.
If we genuinely did that, I promise you a lot of them will stay there.
They will stay. A lot.
If we did some tests.
And not even straight men, because there's a lot of fucking freak nasty, weird ass fucking gay niggas.
Freak nasty things that you just stay their ass inside.
Stay.
But like genuinely, and have only women doctors, like qualified women, be the ones to conduct like certain tests and like experiments on these men to make sure they're good enough for society.
And it might be a little too woke. I don't know.
That might be too woke.
women need to be the only people that are holding positions of power.
I genuinely agree.
Let's talk about the history.
I agree. Because women will appoint qualified men if need be.
That's a good point.
Men won't.
They won't.
Men will bypass qualified women.
DEI. That whole postpartum not being real shit. It's like the incel talking points are really like, it's almost comical, but it's like very frightening.
It's frightening because incels are who run the country.
Yeah.
Elon Musk, Donald Trump, J.D. Vance,
that Robert Kennedy nigga,
Robert fucking whoever all these niggas in power are incels.
Yeah. My professor made a really good point. It was like, black people have been through everything imaginable. Mm-hmm. So if we can't get through a little 4-year, you know what I mean? And even if it's another term of some other bullshit, like, black people have been through 400 plus years of slavery. They've been through a life
being turned into leather seats.
Exactly.
What you think about that for a second? We were turned into leather.
We were turned into seats. We were turned into
tables.
Bitch, they were using our teeth. They were using us as fucking. The slave mamas was breastfeeding the fucking master children. Any bitch that called her grandmama Mima, you hate black people.
Mima, Pawpaw,
Peepaw even.
Peepaw.
Especially the P.
Yeah. Mima was yeah. Her Mima was her Mima.
Yeah.
Down. She had a Mima. Down. But all her family was very racist. And I just felt like you were way too comfortable bringing your dark skin, black,
African,
like the blackest of the black people you could possibly get. Like the only thing that you didn't have was someone that was born there.
Down.
Like that was the only thing. You were too comfortable bringing like your black people.
And it's just like Kiki. Oh yeah, she's really racist.
Around racist people, like what's up?
Oh,
I remember one time. Her dad was a cop. He got fired as being a fucking cop because he was fucking on Russian whores. Actually. That's not why he got fired, but he was. And I'm airing this time, and I don't give a fuck. But yeah, that's not why he got fired, but he was fucking on Russian whores. Yeah, while being a Gwinnett County police officer. Maybe we should block out Gwinnett County. But yeah, fucking on Russian whores. Bringing them in and out the house and shit with your 3 kids. Yeah, very racist.
One of them was like elementary school at the time too.
We are always talking about black people being different baby mama, dysfunctional, all this stuff, but
cheating.
Can we talk about statistics?
Statistics.
And how majority of the white people in this country are on welfare.
Y'all created the step parent shit. When I think of step parent, I think of white people.
I think white people.
Down. My best friends that used to live on the street, bro. Every fucking year was a different nigga. Step
parents, welfare, which welfare is not a bad thing. But y'all make it a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
It's not.
Even step parent, having blended families is not a bad thing. But y'all want to put it on us, but it's like, y'all be the main ones.
Y'all started this shit, my nigga. Like,
y'all be the main ones. So it's like,
go back to slavery. Y'all were breaking up y'all's families because y'all wanted to fuck slaves.
But yeah, so he would have
Russian whores
come to the house. I remember I would hear them fucking and shit. They would be fucking in the house while I was there. Mind you, a guest in their home that they know is there. They saw me and greeted me before I came. So y'all saw me greeting me when I walked in the house. We went into her room, but y'all went into your room and started fucking loud.
It's twisty.
Y'all started fucking loud. That's crazy as fuck. Like, Svetlana, please.
Svetlana. That's what Svetlana and Kev did.
More like Mickey back.
More like Frank.
But I remember he was like, he took us, I think we went to like a fucking corn patch or whatever the fuck the shit's called. I don't fucking know what that shit be called. This shit that white people be doing, like, with the maize and shit during Halloween.
I know what you mean.
I don't know what that shit called, but we went there, and mind you, they invited me. And one thing, like, growing up, I don't know if it's an African thing or if it's just like my parents' thing or my mom or growing up. If you're with me or if I bring a friend or anyone, whoever is around me and mine, my mom got them or I got them or my parents got them. Like,
you don't gotta worry about it.
You don't gotta worry about it. If I bring a friend over and we go somewhere, my mom's paying for them. Like, it's never been a situation where like whatever. And even if it is, like, talk to the parents beforehand. For sure. Or after the fact. And they'll do whatever the fuck. We're in the line. He turns around to Megan and say, "Hey, Megan, is Didi paying for herself or?"
Oh, well, I guess I am. Let me contact my parents because I'm broke. I'm a teenager.
I said, "Oh, okay." And then I think he's did it again at one point. At another point when they
I get it now.
Yeah, it's like
Spice is crazy.
I get it. You told me around.
Is that broken ass bitch paying for herself?
That's what I'm saying. She was like, no, she was mad trying to stand up for me, whatever the fuck. But and he ended up paying for me. But I was just like, no, like, it's fine. I will pay. Like, bitch, I don't give him none of that shit. Like, I'll pay my own. Like, I never even needed to be here, bitch. And it was just I was just so confused. My mom never did no shit like that before.
Yeah,
I've never even seen that before. Like. When
my parents be going out of their way to pay for
everything. That's what
I'm
saying.
I'm like, y'all want to pay more than y'all want to pay for me.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like when people are around, like, my parents just like, yeah, you feed, like, when people come to my house, you feed them. When you're around, like, you pay for them. Like that's just how I was.
They don't want to do it. Trust.
Like,
they don't want to do that shit.
I never understood that. Like, people just be, I don't know, shit just be different.
But also, white people, they're raised differently, and I don't think that white people are necessarily raised on, like, building community for real, unless it's about the money shit. But like, I don't think when it comes to like social aspects, they don't have community. They don't be thinking. That's why like they don't be helping people when somebody's dying in public. Like, they don't care.
Y'all just be trying to look inside eye and trying to clutch out fake
they
ass
love
pearls.
Clutch a fucking pearl, bitch. Nobody give a fuck about your
fake ass,
purse.
Ass, ugly ass, Titanic ass pearls. But we want to go into our segment. We're gonna do Would You Rather.
Yeah.
Would you rather be able to teleport but only to places you've never been before, or be able to fly but only as fast as you can walk?
Teleport.
So, okay.
I'd rather teleport because it will give me an opportunity to see somewhere new every fucking time. And I just feel like to only be able to fly at the speed of walking, if I wanted to go to fucking China, that's going to take so long. Then I might as well just fucking teleport.
That's true.
And then also, that means you can go to a different city. If we talking like, it's not like the same country, I guess.
That's you, baby. You know in June, I'll see
y'all.
When I get there, exactly. But okay, the only downside I see about that is that like the teleporting isn't really useful in situations when it's like, oh shit, I need to do this. Like when you need to go to the store or you need to go to work, or it's like you need to. But I guess either or, like the flying doesn't really help you either, because bitch, if I need to walk to work, get us all
right.
Like the shit, like the.
I would like to believe that if I had the teleportation power, I would only use it like for crazy shit and not just like going to McDonald's and shit. Like
I guess to be fair, like if I know I can only use teleportation for new places, it would only be for like
grand.
Oh, but that means you would have to fly back every single time.
Oh,
because you've already been home. You've already been home.
I feel like I can make that work. I would have to buy that flight back.
Baby, but no, because imagine if you fly to Egypt.
Oh, yeah.
That flight back gonna be a good
Bro,
2,000, 3,000, 4,000.
Real good.
Acute.
But imagine
you have to
flying back across the ocean, the speed of walking. That's gonna be a fucking 30-day
it's gonna be
flight.
Scary as fuck.
So scary, but at least you'll be in the air. It's not like you can't crash. You
can't fall and shit.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe if I can bring a book bag and some snacks.
You gotta bring you gotta be able to teleport with like your luggage and shit, but you just gotta like pay for the carry on and pay for the checked and shit and whenever you want to go back, unless you want to do type like. Just neighboring cities and shit, and then eventually find your way back home. Get close enough.
Just inch closer.
But like every single time you go out, you gonna have to go. Like it's gonna get to a point where You would visit every city in Georgia.
I feel like that would give us more options because, like, the world is so big, and it's like, you can go to Atlanta or Athens, like, and it's like the same state, and you'll still see different things.
That's true.
So I think I would go with the teleporting thing. But being able to flying is so cool, though.
Flying is cool because also it's like flying as fast as I can walk.
Because you can't even run. Like
I can. You can.
Like,
yeah, run. You can't even run.
Can't speed up.
I feel like that would be cool for like if I just need to like. If I have, you would just have to block off time. That's the only thing. It's like if I want to go to like the grocery store and I want to like fly, I have to block off an hour and a half because like walking where we live, walking anywhere is gonna be over an hour.
Down.
No, you can't walk anywhere.
Publix from my house will take over 30 minutes. Yeah. Which is insane to think about.
Exactly.
But we do not live in walkable areas.
Especially, So where I live.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get nowhere in 30 minutes.
Down, for sure.
No, well, maybe the new public.
I was like across the street, shit. Yeah, but that's it.
Like
everything else is literally highway.
Everything else is highway, so it's like
that's America.
So it's like I'm getting like flying like at that speed.
Yeah,
I walk pretty fast, but like
I can walk pretty fast too. But when you think about the actual distance that we're walking,
exactly. Even my speed walk to a location. To anywhere I need to be from my house,
right.
It's gonna be forever.
It would be really.
I'd be chilling, listening to music and shit. Like it's gonna be fucking forever.
Because I mean, to be fair though, you wouldn't be taking like the roads. You would just be like in a straight line in the air. So it would be quicker. It would be, but
yeah, I guess it would be quicker because you're just
flying over.
Yeah, you're just flying over everything. I guess it would be quicker, but not that much quicker because you're still going at the speed. It wouldn't be that much of a difference. The only difference I guess you're saving is like the turns and the shit and the
lights and shit.
Yeah, the lights and yeah. It's the only difference.
Yeah.
So you're saving max 3-4 minutes?
If that.
if that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm choosing teleport down.
I feel like I have to do teleport because even teleport, like right now. There's even certain places in Atlanta I've never been.
True.
So imagine if it's like, if we have something we gotta do in Atlanta, I could be like, okay, like, let me teleport to, like... Buckhead or some shit, and then, like, just take a 5-minute Uber to the place we need to go to. Right. Type shit.
Because I guess it depends on, like, the area. Like, can I be within 50 miles?
Exactly,
shit,
exactly.
Yeah.
Right, because that's also it. Because can it be like, because there's a lot, because... I've been in Buckhead, of course. Yeah. Buckhead is like, I haven't been everywhere in Buckhead.
Exactly.
So is it like if you've been in the city, period?
Exactly. Can I teleport in the woods back there? Because I haven't been in that part back
there. Because I've been to
Savannah
once to the beach, but like I haven't been everywhere.
Exactly.
So I feel like I would have to do the teleport.
That's
I have to do it because it's like it's worth it because also. Versus us getting, like, whenever we travel now, we have to get round trips. We'd only ever have to get one way. We just have to, of course, go to, like, a new place every single time we travel. We wouldn't do that anyway.
Right.
We, like, you know.
And we would definitely make it work. Like, let's just go back to fucking Tennessee or something.
Exactly.
And we can just figure out how to get home.
Literally. So it would literally just be a thing where we had to budget just for a one-way ticket back.
I love how we're, like, actually, like...
I know.
No, so actually, we can figure this out. Like...
This is going to happen, like, in a couple weeks.
Like, we're planning it and shit.
All we have to do is, I'll send you the
I'm looking at my savings and shit. Like, how much money I got left, bitch?
Calendar and shit. Like, I'm off on this day. This dumbest shit.
I love that.
But yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I guess that's it, y'all.
Literally. Wow.
That's it for today's episode.
That was it for today. I'm so glad to be back, you guys.
But.
We're not going to give you a promised date next, but just be on the lookout.
We're going to be more consistent. That's the one thing I will promise because it's a goal we want to set for ourselves. Is that we'll be more consistent.
Yeah. But, we will have a lot of updates for you guys coming up because we have a lot coming up. And just
lots of fun stuff.
Yeah, Didi has started posting on TikTok and shit. Yeah, so go ahead and follow her.
Follow me on TikTok at Hey Girls Didi.
Period.
Hey Girls Double D. Follow him on TikTok.
Yeah, ring my bell on everything. Period.
Me on Instagram.
Us on Hey Girls Podcast on everything.
Yes, Hey Girls Podcast on everything. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Instagram. Ring my bell on everything.
Yeah.
TikTok is Hey Girl DD. Instagram is NDIDI with 4 eyes at the end. 4 at the end. And
yeah.
Yeah.
We love you.
We love you.
Bye.